What is up, guys? It is XreviewZ here, bringing you XreviewZ number 40 and 41. Now this first track is called Everland GP by Unrealistic. It's a GP made on erosion, which is quite rare. I've only seen a few of those. Anyway, as you see, someone's cutting over the rocks right there. Now in the Joker version of this track, those rocks will not be there, and going that way where the rocks are will be considered the Joker lap. As I explained in my last video on Unreal's GP tracks, normally you go the long way, but when once a race you have to take the short lap, or you have to take the short lap once a race, and that's called the Joker lap. And you're not permitted to take the short lap more than once a race, because that would be cheating. And as I said in the last video also, that's kind of a reverse Joker effect. Normally in actual races with Joker laps, the Joker lap is the longer way. Anyway, onto the actual track. I really like this track. It's a really good GP track in my opinion. It has everything a GP track needs. It's got a variation in the turns, uphill, downhill, etc. It's quite competitive as well. The long version is competitive, but I think the Joker version is better. It's just nice having that a little spice to the race, I guess. You know, it's just a little something different from the usual way of racing tracks. But as you can see, there's a lot of trolling going on right now. I don't know what was happening in this lobby. I guess everyone decided to go full retard lol jokes. I'm overusing that. Anyway, I think there could have been a little bit of a better job done with aesthetics, but then again, what can I say? I think he had Darklinks doing the aesthetics. And once again, there's Z fighting on all the turns and stuff. Would have been nice if that was cleared up. But those chicanes, I'm not too keen on the pieces being that high through the chicanes. Like, it kind of limits your view, but I guess that might be the only way he could have done it. Or actually, you know what, if he lowered down those incline circulars and just put some tin cups inside them, that would have looked really cool. But anyway, all in all, this track is a really nice GP track. I really can't find any faults with the actual track. It just looks a bit weird in some parts, and it's really fun to race on and quite competitive. So good job to Unrealistic on this track and his previous one. I think he's kind of becoming a better forger, but he does need to make one map where he actually makes the whole map instead of passing it on to someone else to finish it. Anyway, let's get on to the next track. Alright, this track is called St3r0id GP by Llama on Steroids, now known as Mr. Munchies after a gamertag change. Anyway, back there at the start of the lap you saw a sign saying SGE, and on the right here there's a sign saying FPL. Now those stand for Super Global Express and Forge Playlist. Those are both YouTube channels that Llama on St3r0id, aka Mr. Munchies, is on. And I'll be linking them in the description, so please go check those channels out. I'm not sure what he's doing these days. I think he might be doing some Slayer, 1v1 duels and stuff. I think he mentioned Minecraft to me the other day. I'm not sure if he started Minecraft yet. But anyway, onto the track. Now, the track starts off good, but after these first couple of turns, it's kind of just a huge turn back to the start, which doesn't exactly provide any challenge, but it is nice going really fast along this whole area. And as you could see, I think that was Roman to the left of me right there. He takes the pits, and I'm not exactly sure where he was in front of me before the pits, but he might have actually gained an advantage from taking the pits. So that might not be such a good thing to have on the track, where the pits are an advantage. But anyway, as you can see, you can kind of like take the inside like of the turns and kind of grind on the edge of the turn. That's really fun to do. It probably doesn't provide an advantage at all, but it's really fun. And that starting gate, like those lights, I don't know, they look pretty cool. But one problem with this track is that you can see over the bordering and see that it's just floating in the air. Like on the overview, it's really obvious. It would be nice if there was like at least some like walls there, or if the rocks were raised high enough so that you couldn't see over them. Like on the left right here, you can clearly see that the track is just floating. So it would be nice if it looked like it was actually attached to something like a real track would be. But anyway, guys, you know, it's not the most competitive track. Yeah, it's one of those tracks that's more on the fun side than competitive. Like when you get a lot of people in this track, it can be pretty fun. Unfortunately, in this race I was just out on my own, out in front, I guess. But anyway, guys, this has been XreviewZ, and the first map was called Everland GP by Unrealistic. This track is St3r0id GP by Llama on Steroid, now known as Mr. Munchies, and XreviewZ out. I like turtles.